Well, America's Cup could be Tauranga's Cup. A delegation from Team New Zealand has been talking to Tauranga Yacht Club about what a race off the shores of Mount Maunganui might look like. The venue for the 2021 regatta must be announced by August next year. The Mayor of Tauranga, Greg Brownless, says although the idea wasn't his, he's right behind it and he joins us now. Hello there. Is this a case of build it and they'll come?
Well, let's hope so. There's certainly been a good interest shown so far, and in fact, when we first won the Cup, a number of people did moot it. So, I mean, it's I don't want to get my hopes up, but if it is able to come here, great.
How likely is it that Tauranga would be able to get its stuff together to host it?
Well, there's probably a few things in play. First of all, there's the space. And I understand that Team New Zealand and the Yacht Club have been talking to the port because they have the land adjacent to the harbour. So if they can do some sort of a deal there, well, that makes it a bit more likely. I think also the fact that it's mono hulls again means it will probably work better. With the catamarans, sort of the sea might be a bit rough. It's a coast for real sailors here.
And well, I guess there's a lot of Aucklanders who probably think, this is our gig. What do you think about annoying some Auckland sailing fanatics?
Well, it doesn't hurt to annoy them a little bit. I mean, it may end up there, and if that's the case, that's great, because at least it would be in New Zealand. But we're there, and our offer, I guess, or our facilities could be considered along with Auckland's. It'd be great. What
would Tauranga, aside from, as you say, those great sailing conditions for the mono hulls, what else would Tauranga bring to this event?
Well, I think it's a pretty friendly sort of a place. We get a lot of cruise ships in here, and many of them people remark how people will stop them in the street, ask them, how they're getting on, offer them directions. We'd be very friendly to the sailors that were here and host them well.
What about, aside from the actual sailing stuff that you need, the infrastructure, is there anything else that you would need to do to host all the sailing crews and the visitors that would come with a big event like this?
Well, that's right. We don't have a lot of hotels here, but the ones that we have would probably get right in behind it. And I also think you find the people would as well. So it might be a case of some people saying, well, we'll help host some of the teams in locals' homes. And I think that would be good.
Have you heard from Team New Zealand at all?
No, not at all, no.
And
the first I heard about it was hearing that apparently the Yacht Club had been hosting them this week, so... Yeah.
So do you think you might be hosting an emergency council events meeting to try and see how you can persuade them?
Well, put it this way, we'll do everything we can to help, but we're probably not in a position to be able to buy events. So probably the first thing is for them to decide that this is where they want to come and we can get those basic facilities for them, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for joining us tonight. That's the Mayor of Tauranga, Greg Brownless, who had just stepped off a flight to talk to us there about maybe the America's Cup being hosted in Tauranga.